would have loved to share my home picks around Manila with Chef Tato. But I think he is still a little hungover from our previous Baguio experience.
Filipinos have been drinking cerveza for over 100 years. And even if premium imported beers is nothing new to us, with the way gastronomy is moving in the Philippines, our palates are growing more sophisticated, looking for the next level in beer brewing in the country. Let's check out what Baguio Craft Brewery is up to. Join me! This craft brewery along Marcos Highway in Baguio City opened its doors to beer drinkers and aficionados on 2014. The rustic interiors are cozy and the vibe lively, with a good selection of food to match your craft beers to boot. I'm excited to taste the possibilities of great beer pairings. Hello!
Welcome, Chef.
Oh, I finally meet the man behind Baguio Craft Brewery. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm awesome, Chef.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I've heard a lot about your beer and I'm excited to try them for the first time. But before we start tasting your beers, how did you start, how did you get into brewing?
I live in Canada for 25 years,
Yeah.
so I just started in my garage as a hobby. And yeah, I'm just like very passionate with cooking, first of all.
Yeah.
And then when I discovered beer with all my travels, parang ginawa ko na lang siyang experiment ko every weekend sa garahe. And then, passion lang talaga siya.
So it's my first time here, but I've been hearing a lot about your beer for quite some time. What do you think is the reason for your success or good things I hear about your beer?
I think it's all about the passion, Chef.
Passion.
Kahit ano naman siguro na ginagawa natin, as long as you're passionate, all the success will susunod naman yan.
Susunod.
We're very measured and disciplined sa expansion namin. Kasi ayaw din namin maapektuhan yung quality ng beers namin.
And I think there's no better way to prove if your beers are really good but to taste them. Do you have some beers for me
Oh,
today?
absolutely, Chef. Actually, it's perfect, Chef. Kasi dito sa where we stand right now, it's the tasting room. And just beside us here is the brewery.
Oh, let's...
And on the other side of this room is our maturation room for the beers.
Can I check it out?
Absolutely, Chef.
Oh, wow. It's very, interesting that people really see that the beers are brewed on site.
That's right.
They see the tanks. What happens here? What are these tanks? What do they
Actually, yung brewing process, it starts with the malted barley. Na ini-steep namin yon, nilalagay namin dito sa, it's called the mash tun. So binababad namin yung grist dito to collect the sugars, the fermentable sugars. And from there, we transfer it to the boil kettle, like over here. And doon namin ina-add yung mga hops.
So it's like making a tea of sorts.
Exactly, yes. After the boil kettle, pinapalamig namin yon, and then we transfer it to these big babies here. It's called the fermenters. Then na po namin ina-add yung yeast. And then the yeast does its magic by consuming the sugars, and that will convert to alcohol and CO2. So mga 7 days siya dito to 14 days. And then from there, pupunta na po tayo sa maturation room natin sa kabila.
How long do you store the beers before they're ready to serve?
After fermentation, Chef, depende. Pag ale siya, mga nasa 21 days.
21 days.
Yeah. Pag lager naman, medyo mas matagal. Nasa mga month and a half, 45 days. Chef.
Oh my! What is all this here? It's just storage?
Yes, Chef. Ito yung mga maturation vessels natin. Yan, sumaresa. They'll stay here until they're ready talaga. And it's very fresh kasi from here, dinidispense na namin agad sa mga taps. Yes.
Okay. What's the shelf life of an average beer?
It depends because we don't use preservatives. We use all natural. Yung hops lang ang natural preservatives namin. Usually nasa 6 months siya.
6 months?
Yes.
I'm ready to taste.
Let's go,
Okay.
Chef.
I'm impressed with the detail they put into beer making from production to storage. With an extensive selection of brews, over 50 that is, with 21 of which available on tap, they proudly have one of the widest selection of craft beers in the country. I'd like to have your top 3 personal favorites.
Chef, my personal favorite is yung stout namin. Stout Crusader, which is a Russian stout.
Caramel.
Caramel, yeah.
Very rich.
This is a single malt, single hop beer. It's called the Smash.
It's like an everyday beer,
It is.
but it's not lacking in flavor.
Yes,
you
chef.
know?
Simple lang.
Simple lang.
Yes.
Oo.
Yes, this is the German Hefeweizen. It's called the Rolling Fog. So
Yeah.
a little bit cloudy, chef. Yung notes niya, chef, may pagka-banana profile siya. It's because of the yung yeast.
I think the selection that I tried today really shows the range of complexity and the range of flavor profiles that you make here at the Baguio Craft Brewery. And I wouldn't mind some pollutant with this one.
Yes, chef, we should try it.
Okay. Their mix of innovative and traditional bar chow brings out the best qualities of their beer, making it not only a place for booze, but an interesting gastronomic destination. I'm really impressed with the selection of beers.
Thank you.
But also the food, you know, it's really like filling and very flavorful, and it's good to have it here. But it's also fun to have it there upstairs with a bit of music.
Yes.
But what else do you have in store?
Yeah, actually, on top of the beer garden, it's very festive. That's what I said. We also have like a speakeasy downstairs.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
So it's a very different mood and all. So I think we should go and check it out.
Let's go. Oh, so it's like a secret hideout.
Yes.
Wow, amazing.
So we just had this bar since November this year.
Since November?
Oh, yeah. Last year pa.
What drove you to come up with some place like this?
Well, it's actually an offshoot of Baguio Craft Brewery.
Yeah.
Since when we started 3 years ago, medyo nag-iiba na yung market din namin. So there's a bunch of non-beer drinkers, stuff like that. You know, people that loves wine and cocktails. So ang concept dito talaga is more on yung private functions.
Is it open regularly? Is it open to the public or is it just for private events?
It's actually open. May membership kami dito. And of course, you have to get a password or the membership card.
Really?
Yes, and yes, what I said then. Offshoot nga to ng Baguio Craft. So, in a very, very busy day, which is always every day din naman, they're welcome to come down here. Are you up for another beer, chef?
Sure, sure.
Like it.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Oops, sorry. One thing I learned from my experience here at the Baguio Craft Brewery is that it takes an enormous amount of passion and dedication to really make it and make a mark in this industry. And I'm really happy that you're doing what you're doing. Congratulations, Christopher. And
Thank you.
I hope you guys try to visit Baguio Craft Brewery and Speak Easy, you know, to experience all these wonderful beers. And do follow us regularly on Food Forward here on Trending with Kelly.
Living a fast-paced city life can be quite a handful, but with the right combination of fashion, food, family, and friends, you can achieve your dreams and aspirations in your own perfect style, right in your very own city. Our home is the easiest place to overlook. Just when you thought you've seen everything it has to offer, something new comes along that makes you love life a little better. So join us again next week for more weekends, more friends, and more trends. Only here on Trending with Kelly.